We are days away from the start of Europe's premier football club competition. The UEFA Champions League returns with a new look this season. Will the reformatting of the tournament create fresh chaos, or will it be business as usual for the top teams in European football? Hello and welcome to Football Now. The return of the Champions League is almost upon us. Yes, Europe's elite club competition is back for its 70th edition, and there are some major changes for 2024. Real Madrid are the reigning champions, but their path back to the final is now a lot longer if they are going to defend their crown. Let's take a deep dive into how the changes are reshaping the continental tournament. The traditional group stage has been replaced by a new league phase, known as the Swiss system, raising the total number of teams from 32 to 36. Each side will now play 8 league fixtures between September and January. These games will consist of 8 different opponents, a mix of European heavyweights and more winnable fixtures. The top 8 teams then move out of the qualifying phase and automatically qualify for the round of 16. Clubs ranked from 9th to 24th will enter a playoff round, battling it out for the remaining places in the knockout stages. The bottom 12 teams in the league will crash out of European competition entirely.
Bueno, pues el nuevo formato de esta Champions, vamos a ver lo que nos depara. Hemos escuchado incluso a los propios futbolistas estar con expectativas de cómo se va a desarrollar este formato. Es un formato nuevo después de 20 años, con muchos cambios, en el que hay 4 equipos más respecto a los años anteriores. También es importante que los equipos que no se clasifiquen no van a ir a la Europa League, como si pasaba antiguamente. Creo que estamos todos expectantes, es algo nuevo, no ilusionan tanto a los jugadores porque ya se han quejado de que hay muchos partidos, pero yo creo que al espectador le puede gustar, van a haber grandes partidos y bueno, vamos a ver qué sucede, pero yo creo que va a estar bastante guay.
Now, the draw for the league phase was completed back in August. Some might say that with the old format, the odds of getting easier opponents was weighted in favour of the bigger teams. But now the draw is a completely level playing field. So will that give the so-called weaker teams a better opportunity of qualifying for the later stages?
110%, it's an equal playing field, it's a league table. I think the smaller teams are going to come in and be right up for it. 8 matches, half home, half away, very fair. You're going to go against Real Madrid and go, why not? I 100% think that the top teams, some will get knocked out in this format. So for me, I definitely think this alludes to more entertainment, more clubs having a chance of touching that silverware, which is what we all want. As much as we love the Galacticos and we love the big teams coming through, I think there's a few success stories that will surprise us along the way.
While some teams have had the luck of the draw, Paris Saint-Germain are certainly one club who haven't. They'll be coming up against heavyweights such as Manchester City, Arsenal and Atletico Madrid at the start of the campaign. It's not good news for the French side, who are looking to win their first ever European Cup this season. They've come close on plenty of occasions before, but what is it about the Champions League and PSG that just doesn't seem to click?
Ah oui. Je pense que les clubs comme le Real Madrid, l'AC Milan ont aussi une histoire et ont aussi dû lutter pour aller chercher ce trophée-là. Et le PSG est sur ce chemin également. Il faut juste qu'il y ait du temps et que tout soit fait pour qu'ils aillent au bout. En fait, il y a tout un système à mettre en place pour que le PSG puisse gagner. C'est vrai que la France a peut-être plus de difficultés à aller chercher ce trophée parce qu'il y a peut-être un peu moins de concurrence, mais il faut que le PSG croit en ses chances pour aller jusqu'au bout. C'est ça qui va ramener un peu le sentiment historique.
One team happy to be back on the continental stage is Aston Villa. They won the trophy way back in 1982, but haven't featured in the competition for over 40 years. To put things into perspective, the side from Birmingham, England, weren't even in the Premier League 5 years ago, but now under manager Unai Emery are preparing to face some past winners such as Juventus and Bayern Munich in the league phase.
It's just magic. Like, you play good football, they play potent football. Like, this is the most enjoyable thing about Villa now. It's not even the success, it's not getting into the Champions League, it's Every game now I look forward to watching. Every game I believe Villa could win. They've got Bayern Munich, they've got Juventus. It's a whole other ball game. Once Villa are in the Champions League, that sort of thing in you starts to dread, like, we're going to get Real Madrid, we're going to have the toughest group, it's going to be a disaster. But then I looked at some of the other teams. Villa were in pot 4, and I looked at some of the other clubs, like, they have equally as tough draws, and I feel like Villa's have actually been forcing it a little bit in that it's Bayern and it's Juventus, two teams that are obviously at a much higher footing than Aston Villa, but they've got them both at home. You would fancy taking a stab at them, and I feel like the rest of the games are genuinely winnable, which is all you really want. Really put yourself in with a chance.
It's set to be another exciting season across Europe as the new look Champions League gets underway. Let us know if you think the new format will be a success using the hashtag #FootballNowChampionsLeague. That's all we've got time for from our studio here in Doha. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.